Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I have created for you this black smoky eye look, like this one right here right now. I'm wearing it, and if you want to see how I created this look, then please continue watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be updated for the more future videos, and I'll see you then. So I'm starting by hydrating my skin with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost gel and some argan oil. I love mixing oils in the moisturizers. Then I'm using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost gel eye cream. I think that's what it's called. I'll just link it down below. I have been loving this, and I always apply it with my ring finger for the lightest pressure. Next up, I'm using the lip balm to just hydrate my lips, any lip balm. Then going in with the Urban Decay eye primer portion, I'm just directly applying it with the brush. And you can also use your beauty blender, but I just use my ring fingers to blend it out. Then I'm just going to set the primer in place by using any pressed powder which you have, and I'm using the e.l.f. concealer brush. I cannot do a smoky eye without using a scotch tape because I just mess around so much, and if you girls can just do that cat smoky eye without using a scotch tape, I envy you. Next up, I'm using the Morphe palette, the 35M, the all matte palette, and I'm using this shade, which is like a very natural shade and just matches my eye tone, like eye skin tone. I'm using this shade as my transition shade, and I'm using a Sigma E40 brush. I always use this shade as a transition shade. I don't know why. I mean, whatever eye look I'm doing, this shade got to be my transition shade. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm just placing this shade slightly above my real crease. Then using a more warmer brown shade on a Morphe brush, I am just going to place this shade in the crease, like where my real crease is, in the crease, and I'm not going to move it. And I'm doing this just to warm it a little bit and just give some dimension to my eyes. Then going in with this shade on a Morphe brush, I'm just blending it out on both the shades that I put on earlier, and it is more of a orangey deep shade. It is not red and not like complete orange, but I don't know what to call it. And I'm just, you can see, I'm just placing it on the outer corner of my eye, and when I'll have no product left on the brush, I'll just slightly drag it in. Whenever I'm doing a smoky eye, I just always make sure to have at least one dark shade other than black, and I just think that that shade helps to blend the black shade well. Then using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner in black, I'm just placing it on my lid, starting close to my lash line, and I'm using a very precise flat brush. As you can see, the brush is not very thick, it's very precise and small. And I'm gonna place this black just where my lid ends. I'm not gonna cross my lid even a little bit because it will just transfer to the crease, and then I'll have a panda kind of eye, and obviously I don't want that. I'm blending that black out with the bullet brush by Morphe. I'm just gonna link all the brushes down below that I have used. You can also skip this step, but I'm just doing it because I just feel like I have put way too much black and I really need to just lighten it a bit. Next up, using the shade Fashionista from the Amazonian Clay palette, I am just placing it all over my lid where I have placed the gel eyeliner using a flat shader brush. Basically, you just want to use any matte black eyeshadow that you have. This is the blackest black that I had, so I'm just using it. Next, I'm just going to blend that black in the dark maroonish orangey shade, whatever it was. to just get rid of all the harsh edges. You need to blend, blend, and blend, and then blend some more when you think you're just done blending. I'm gonna blend till my hand drops. You know, like, oops, dropsy. Then using the shade Supermom from the same palette, I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. And I'm using the Royal and Langnickel brush, which I received in my this month's Ipsy bag. This is so soft and I love this brush. Love it. Next up, using my baby, the MakeUpForever color correcting palette, I'm just placing the orange shade with my ring finger all over my dark circles. I swear by this palette. I love this palette. I have used so many drugstore products for color correcting, but I eventually ended up buying this and I love it. I am so happy for that. Also, using this minty green shade from the palette, I'm just going to place it on all the areas where I tend to get red. And you can also use a brush for doing that, but I just love my fingers too when it just comes to dabbing and blending. Then I'm using a beauty blender to just blend it a little so that it just takes away all the extra orangey shade. Then mixing my two favorite foundations at the back of my hand, I'm just going to place it all over my face using a foundation brush. I know many of you just love applying foundation with a beauty blender, but I am a foundation brush gal. Comment below if you are too, it would be fun to know. Then going back in with the beauty blender, I just feel like beauty blender just takes away all the extra product that you have on your face, like foundation, concealer, everything. Then using my favorite drugstore concealer, I'm just applying it under my eye. And I'm not going for that Kim Kardashian glow, and then I'm gonna blend it with a beauty blender. Now this is where I love to use the beauty blender. It really gets that concealer blended out beautifully and it looks like flawless. Using the NYX loose powder, I'm going to set my under eye so that it doesn't crease. And also setting up my entire face with the FitMe poreless face powder. Using a tapered brush, I'm just wiping out the excess powder from under my eye. Using the Maybelline BetterSkin concealer in a more darker shade, I used it to contour, but like after making this video, I just realized that this was not the correct shade for me because it just didn't really show up. Using the Maybelline's MasterCountour palette in the shade medium on an angled brush, I'm just placing it where I contoured to set the contour in place and also to deepen it a little bit. For bronzer, I used my all-time favorite NYX's matte bronzer and I'm just placing it on my temples, jawline, slightly above my contour, basically just wherever you place your bronzer. Using this Milani blush, I'm applying it on the apples of my cheeks with a crown brush. Yes, crown brush. Then using this Dirty Little Secrets highlighter in the shade pink, I'm just applying it on the highest points of my cheeks, but I was not feeling it. So I went in with my favorite Wet n Wild MegaGlow highlight, and this highlighter is bomb. And if you haven't tried it yet, just do try. It is so pigmented and it is like perfect for this season. Then using the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner, I'm just making a wing, and you will see that I won't go all the way inside to my inner corner because right now I'm just focusing on making a wing. And also, even if you go like all the way inside, it is still not gonna show up because of the black eyeshadow. You can also skip the wing, but I just feel like a smoky eye is always incomplete without a wing. Using the shade Dreamer from the Tarte palette, I am applying it from my outer corner to my inner corner. And I'm using the Royal and Langnickel smudger brush. I find it so hard to say Royal and Langnickel fast, like Royal and Langnickel, Royal and Langnickel, Royal and Langnickel. I'm just using the same smudger brush to just smoke out that black eyeliner, which I have. Oh my god, can I speak today? Okay, so I'm just smudging it to smoke out the black eyeliner. And then using the other side of the brush, I am just blending that Dreamer and the black gel eyeliner together. Using the NYX's Double Stacked mascara, and I'm just coating my lashes. I love this mascara so much because it's so black and it really just gives volumes to my lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Discovery mascara for the lower lashes because it has the tiniest brush and it just you know, darkens my tiny lashes that are, yes, I can see they are there. Using the LA Girls matte gloss. I don't know why they call it a gloss when clearly it's a matte liquid lipstick. And this is the finished look, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.